Hey guys, so it's Lydia here from Lydia and Alma. Alma is annoying, so I got rid of her and it's just Lydia now. It's just Lydia's channel. Okay, I'm joking. So my hair has not been touched for about 2 months now, in terms of like I've not put any moisture. I've barely put any water. Like I've been the worst natural human being you could ever think of, and I should go to natural hair prison. Something about winter time, I always just don't feel like touching my hair. I don't know what it is. Like if it's summer, fine, but winter is the best time to actually take care of your hair, because usually in the summer my hair grows and in the winter I lose the growth and then my hair just kind of stays the same length. So I'm just gonna show you what I do to fix this mess I've created. Like I have signs basically to tell if your hair is damaged or super dry or something's not right, is when you get ends like this that are split. You'll know they're split just by the quality of them. If they feel like light and you get loads of these knots, your ends are splitting. And I just sectioned my hair off. Like I didn't even braid it at night, y'all. Like I was sleeping without a scarf on my head. Like I was, ooh, bad, so bad. It's kind of hard to know where to start with your hair, so that's why I just thought, you know, I'll show what to do. So don't panic. You're not going to, you know, lose too much hair. You just need to know how to kind of retouch it and give it a refresher. So I'm just gonna start by taking this out. In the meantime, make sure you have a white tooth comb, some coconut oil, some gels, and a water spray bottle. To give you a bit of context, what I've done is last night I sprayed my hair with some water, and then I put some Cantu and a bit of Shea Butter and braided it in 4 sections. And what this does is just help stretch my hair and prepare it for the process tomorrow. You don't have to do it the night before, but my hair was just so dehydrated and so dry that I thought, let me do something overnight so that I can prepare for tomorrow. And right now I'm just scratching my scalp. Like the dandruff, my scalp is just super dry, full of dead skin cells. I know it's nasty. What you should not do is take your comb and just start combing your hair. That is just gonna yank your hair out. Me and Alma say use your fingers first, and then whatever you can't do with your fingers, then you bring in the comb. That's where the hard work comes in. So this has aloe vera juice and like just a little bit apple cider vinegar, but because I'm going to be washing my hair, I'll probably add a bit more apple cider vinegar because I've not dealt with my hair in so long. You know, me and Alma like to keep it simple. We don't like to add too many products to our list because it's complicated enough being a human being. So I'm just going to keep spraying, and as I spray I rub it in. And yeah, that just prevents it from being like too drenched. You don't want your hair dripping. As you can see, my hair is not dripping, it's just very moist. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep adding the moisture, making sure it's in from the top to the bottom. This is gonna make it easier to comb and also easier for your scalp pores to open up. The bounce is starting to come in a bit. The shrinkage is starting to happen compared to this side, and shrinkage is always a good sign that your hair is still pretty healthy. But as you can tell, the shrinkage is coming more from the top of my hair, which shows the ends are a bit dead. That does not mean chop it all off. That just means that I may need to give it a little cut. Just a little cut. And me and Alma have not cut our hair since the video we put up about cutting our hair, which was 3 months ago. Which goes to show, like, you don't need to do a ritual cutting your hair, especially if you're leaving your hair alone. But yeah, you just want to cut when necessary. And I think we'll make another video about hair cutting. Now my hair is wet, and I don't have a bloody bobble. already I feel my hair getting a bit dry again. Like I need it to be quite wet because I'm about to add the coconut oil. And it needs to be wet enough to lubricate my strands and then add the oil on top of it. Like if you put oil on dry hair, you might as well just forget it. It's like lotioning yourself before you get a shower. Now it's nice and pretty moist, and it's easier to finger detangle when you've got some help. So meet my helpers. Coconut oil. Start from the bottom and work my way up. Be gentle, don't be pulling your hair. Just be gentle. And already, like, I can just feel my hair being easier to deal with. And I'm not going to put any on my scalp because, like I said, my hair is super dirty. So I'm going to use my scalp cleanser. If you look in the description bar, you'll see the scalp cleanse method that we do. Check that out. So I'm going to just twist this section off. And what the coconut oil will do as well with the water is like kind of seal that in. So I won't have to worry too much about wetting my hair again while I do the other sections. And I'm just going to go ahead and like add coconut oil to the other sections because it'd be quite cool to just let the oil start doing its work and like lubricating and loosening my hair while I'm working on the other sections. The wise thing to probably do next time is just like put your coconut oil in some hot water for a bit. I live in England and it's always bloody cold. Please note again the bounce that is coming from the top of my head versus here. When your hair is dirty, it's like weighty. It you can kind of like tell how dry it is just from me doing that. You can see by the ends. Also, if your braid outs are coming out like this, or it just looks a bit like fried bacon, that means your hair needs a nice wash. I only wash my hair when necessary. So for example, last time I washed my hair was 2 months ago. And for like the whole first month of not washing my hair, I was wearing wigs, so my hair was just braided underneath wigs. Like that was it. And it was snowing a lot as well, so yeah, I was not touching my hair. I just made sure it was moist and I left it alone. And then after that, I had an event that I was going to and I took my hair out, and yeah, that's when I just started leaving my hair out and couldn't be bothered to braid it back. I'm also part of a drama program, so I'm doing like intense sessions of drama and physicality, and a lot of it is like laying on the floor and rolling, and my hair is in all of that. And yeah, it's kind of hard because I'm like, do I want to wear a wig and it potentially falls off? Even if I like super glue it to my head, I always have like this phobia of my wig coming off. Or do I have my natural hair and I get it dirty and I just have to wash it every week? So yeah, I'm trying to like equate laziness, can't be botheredness with pride and pride. Just keep spraying, just keep spraying, just keep spraying, spraying, spray. Shout out to Spirit though, I love watching her videos, especially the Popeyes one. Makes me think I don't really want to be vegan yet. Now, I've sprayed it. Ooh, you can see the ends like slipping off. Focus. And now I'm just gonna gently like work the water, and you'll notice my hair is gonna just start slowly shrinking. It's just kind of like massaging your hair. Any excess water that comes on your hand, just transfer that to the top of your head. So you guys can see this. The hair is getting its bounce back. It has a mind of its own. See these like random clunks of just thick hair. And then, you know, you have clumps here right at the end, which shows my hair is tangled. Now, don't panic. There are ways to fix this with your fingers. But yeah, this whole section of hair is just so messed up. I hope in this video you'll basically learn that, you know, you don't have to panic if you've not treated your hair well. It's not like if you skip a few steps for a minute that your hair is just gonna hate you and stop growing, or that you need to start all over again. Just don't leave it for too long. Like if you went half a year, 6 months or so, then I'd be like, okay, act now. But yeah, it's normal, and life is life, and you have moments where you're like really ecstatic and you want to take care of your hair, and then you have moments where you feel like, oh god, you know. I felt like cutting my hair the other day. I really did. I've always wanted to try like a short hairstyle, and my mom was like, so basically I didn't. Right, so I've got the coconut oil in. Now I'm sure you can note the first section I started with is a lot more shrunk than this side, because this side is still absorbing all of that stuff that I've just put, you know, the water and the oil. So now we're going to move to the next step, which is using your fingers to detangle your hair. The most strenuous part of wash day, or, you know, hair rehab day, but it pays off. And you know, once you've done a really nice thorough detangle, your hair will thank you, and yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I'm going to take this first section and I'm going to split it in half. I like working by halves. I'm just going to come to the top of my head and just take small sections and work through it. That's one section done. Here's another one. And if I feel any clunks, like here we see a clunk. When I feel it, I just start to work my way through it. Now what I like to do is tug towards the end so I can see the end of it. And then I'm just gonna part the strands just lightly. And I tug at it. Don't yank it. If it's a knot that is too stubborn, you just need to cut it off. But this is just a lot of product buildup, I can see, because it's thick, it's dirty. That's all it is. So yeah, I'm just tugging at it lightly. And once you practice this, like, you can do this very quickly. It's just because I'm showing you. Don't pull too tight, because then when you're trying to like pull the strands, it's gonna be kind of hard to let them come out gently. So I just pull, but pull enough where you have a bit of bounce, and you'll see the hair will just come out of that very easily. And look, I didn't have to cut anything. So yeah, once you master that skill of finger detangling and getting your knots out, yeah, you'll be on a ball. So yeah, here's a quicker version of how I'm doing it. Yep. Sometimes the water and oil does so much for you that you'll find you have less knots than you did when you started, and it just needed some moisture. But yeah, make sure as well, guys, that you start from the root and work your way down, because if you're starting like from the bottom and detangling it, you'll find that the top, as you can see, is like tangled. So yeah, you want to make sure you're keeping a straight you know, line, straight path. It's mainly the really big knots that I work through, or the problematic ones, but then I know I'm gonna use my comb soon. So that's the first half done. Once you detangle your hair, you'll notice your shrinkage has the freedom, because now it's free from those knots and your hair will just shrink up even more. If that makes sense. Now look at that. Oh, that's a nice big old chunky knot, a chain of knots. I'm gonna see if I can gently pull it off, and I'm trying to find the origin of where it's coming from. Yeah, so it's come off, which goes to show that the moisture allowed my hair to let go of that. Now, after I have done a nice finger detangle, I'm just going to inspect. As you can see, there's no clunky knots going on. There's just a few single strands. If you still got thick layers of like clunky hair, that means that you need to add more moisture and just let your hair loosen up before finger detangling it. Now I'm going to take the comb. It is a great tool. You just need to know how to use it. So I just like stretch my hair, like don't hurt yourself. But yeah, I just pull it as close to the ends as possible where I have enough room, and I'm just gonna start. See how it sounds? Just lightly. I don't really go in the middle. I start like at the top of the comb because I can control it more. If your hair is still doing this while you're combing it, that means you need to add some moisture and finger detangle it. The fact that it's going through my hair gently and lightly goes to show it's just getting rid of, you know, some shedded hair or something like that, and that I've got the main knots out. The most I'll go is, you know, put my hand around here and, yeah, go up to that level. Look at that, shedding and all that stuff. Ooh, gosh, I've been bad. One thing to keep note of is the fact that I'm going to wash my hair after this. So I also don't make sure I get every single knot out, because when I'm washing my hair, once I get the dirt and the product buildup out, my hair is going to be even more easier to detangle. But right now I'm just trying to make the wash process even easier because I've just like abused my hair that badly. I'm not going to do a thorough, you know, full-on haircut. I'm just getting rid of any bits that I feel need to go. You see that little dot? That is a single strand knot, and that's gotta go. It's just rude. I just cut what I feel necessary, especially like the big knot. Here's an example of some hair that needs to go. There's no kind of coming back from this. But yeah, now I'm just gonna twist this off, and I'll basically repeat the same thing, and I'll come back to you after I am done. Okay guys, I'm just gonna be real. Look how bad this is. Like when the moisture hit it, and you know, I'm going through the process of detangling. Look at this chain of knots, and I can tell a lot of this is like the new growth, and because I'm not nurtured it and just left it alone and not moistured it, it's just slowly decayed. And then once the water hit it, it's like, oh, I gotta go. So yeah, this is one of the reasons why my hair kind of stays the same length, because of this. Look how big that is. Ooh! I guess I'll show you how to kind of handle this with care. So something as big as this web, I just take, oh, it doesn't look so bad when you bring it all together. Yeah, I'm just gonna lightly comb the ends, and it's like bunching together on my comb. And I'm gonna take my scissors and just start somewhere in the middle. And yeah, that looks a bit more normal. See, I didn't treat you that bad. So I'm going ahead and start adding the cleansing scalp stuff and the shampoo to my hair so that it can start working. I'd say like leave it for a good 15 to 20 minutes before you actually wash your hair so that the shampoo can actually sit and start absorbing the dirt out of your hair. You know, all that science stuff. Yes, you can find the info on our scalp cleanse in the description bar. Relax, my love, let's come along. Ooh, it's already working. Yes, hallelujah. Yeah, I'm gonna add some to my scalp. Give it a nice grease. Ooh, my scalp. Yeah. And then I'm just going to massage that in. Get in there. Good, girls. Start off by gently rubbing your hair in circles, massaging it, and then afterwards you can get a bit more rougher with it so that it can start lifting those dead skin cells off of your scalp. I'm going to use this for now because I ran out of, you know, my Cantu and my sulfate free shampoo. But yeah, my hair is just too dirty. I cannot wait any longer. Like, look at my hand. Disgusting. So yeah, I'm just gonna start at the bottom and work my way up. One thing I will say, like, if your hair has been under a wig for like 2 months and you've not touched it, it's not hit air and dirt, it's not been on the floor, your hair is basically still clean. And you may not have to go as intense. Just a reminder, you know, your hair, just because its time has passed, it doesn't mean your hair is dirty. It may just need moisture. You can go 3 months and your hair still be clean if it's been protected. You know, just wash. You'll feel it. You'll feel when, you know, you feel like, okay, I need to just wash my hair. I'm not gonna put too much shampoo on my scalp until I like get in the shower and actually wash my hair, because I want the scalp cleanser to do its job. But I will get just right up there. Then I'm gonna twist it off. And I'm going to do the same. So just so you remember, you finger detangle. After you finger detangle, cut any like big knots that need to go. Then you're going to add your scalp cleanser. And after you add the scalp cleanser, add your shampoo. Twist the section away and blase. Here's just a quick example of a knot I'm struggling to detangle. And I just want to remind you guys, use water. It is the key to everything. I'm just going to spray it on here, give it a nice rub, massage that in, and it's just instantly like coming off. And now I've got it down to just one strand on the hair, like literally, and I can just and I can just cut it off, and I save many other strands from being cut. But I've just done all the sections, and I'm going to show you guys the impact of detangling after I've added the shampoo. So yeah, it's nice, it's bouncy. I can see my curl pattern starting to come in, and it's going to be so much easier to wash. Now I'm just going to leave this for about 10 minutes, really let the scalp stuff start working. Let the shampoo, you know, lift the dirt out. Because I'm sure you notice, like, if you wash your hair and you just add soap straight away and then wash it out, you still may feel your hair sticky or it's still, like, dirty. But when you let it sit, just like if you're washing, like, a greasy pan and you add soap, I don't know if you notice the water and the oil or the grease starts to separate, like, right before your eyes. So, yeah, it's kind of like that with the hair. But imagine, like, we have like small follicles that are, you know, soaked in grease and dirt, so it needs a lot more time for the emulsification proclamation blah 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 to start happening so that your hair can the dirt can lift off, and then once it's time to wash it, it's just gonna fall off. Yes, yes, yes. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Alright guys, so you can just see here how I'm washing my hair in the shower in a downwards motion so that all the grease and stuff falls down. Also, don't tell my mom I was in the shower, else she'll kill me for the water bill. Hey family. So just put the conditioner in my hair, and my hair is still really dry because, like I said, you know, I've used it for so long. So what I need to do is, right now basically my hair follicles, if this is the follicle, it's like this and it's closed like all around, it's just completely shut, and I've put conditioner and you know, all that good stuff like aloe vera and olive oil in the conditioner to penetrate it, but it's still like barely opened. The pores are still very closed. So what I need to do is apply heat because I have low porosity hair. Please Google it, or you know, watch a video on it. I'll probably, me and Alma will make a video about it actually, because it's so important about in terms of understanding your hair. So yeah, what the heat will do is like, just imagine like little disgusting pores. Okay, that's making me itchy. Just imagine, you know, the heat is opening up the follicle and then allowing the conditioner to enter and penetrate the hair shaft, and then you'll see that it's more moist and stuff like that. So what I did is bought one of these hair bonnets. This was £6. I'm sure you can get them quite cheap on eBay or your local shop. And yeah, I'm gonna put a plastic bag over my head first, or any sort of plastic cap. So I'm gonna do that for a good 20 minutes because my hair really needs it. Then I'll get back to you. Now I've taken my hair out after the deep conditioning and the heat process, and it looks amazing. It's so much more moist. Yay, I'm happy. Now, make sure you catch me and Alma's videos on how we stretch our hair with no heat. We usually do this after washing our hair. But yeah, after cleaning my hair and everything, I just do my normal moisture routine and stretch the hair. This is the result. It's a lot more healthier, as you can see from the braid out and stuff. So yeah, as you can see there, it's just a little bit coming off, but my ends are nearly back to normal. You got it from the one, the only Lydia. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, and me and Alma have a lot more coming in store for you. Thank you so much for your patience, as we have, you know, a lot going on with life. Let me know how it goes. Post some pictures if you've tried this method and if it helps. Now, if you want to find out how I went from a braid out to this, make sure you check out my video about this protective style, which I love to do with my hair. You know, I got y'all 4C girls. Alright, bye.